indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell, and let's start the show off with the most correct statement that we'll hear on Read all day. Randall Mims must be a long line at the gas station if AB is this sled. Exactly right. My apologies on that. Had a couple things we had to take care of real quick. And Randall knows, hey, get them drinks at the gas station, boy. I mean, look, you can see him right here. Huh? I got my left and right mixed up. Bam! There we go. All right. Enough nonsense here. Let's get after it. All right. First off, join the Discord. I'm telling you. All right. DTL crew was crushing it yesterday with all of their picks in Major League Baseball. Just absolutely fantastic. Man, we've got the best crew in the game. Go join it. It's free. You can have a chat. Basically, you have a show all day, anytime that you want it. Morning, afternoon, night. It is great. Now, before we look forward, we have to look back, and I'm not going to lie. All right? Not gonna lie. Maddie said the first 20 seconds of this show is not voting well. I wanted to get it out of the way. And that's what took us a couple minutes there. Look at Big Davey Burke in the chat. My boy. Oh, man, we got Randall and Davey. Mac Williams, Internet already geeking. Hey, we had to get it out of the way. Make sure we had to trick them up. All right? Trick the books up and the internet service providers. Bam! Look at that. I don't think we could have started the Major League Baseball season any better than that. All right? College basketball, Florida, bam. Florida money line, Dodgers money line, bam. Mississippi State, LSU baseball, bam. West Virginia, BYU, bam. Iowa, Minnesota, bam. UC San Diego, Santa Clara, got them. Phillies, Nationals over 7, got them. Braves, Padres over 6.5, got them. All right, well done for the crew, all of us together. Big Greg Mattson goes 2-2. Bowman goes 1-1. And home run picks yesterday, Shohei Ohtani hit a bomb. Adley Rutschman hit 2 bombs. We saw Bryce Harper hit a bomb. Kyle Schwarber hit a bomb. Our picks were all over it, man. It was a heck of a day. And like we always say, it's us together. All right? All of us, man, because it takes all of us to get the job done. Boy, Weasel said, what up, boy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, big Schwarbs, baby. Schwarbomb. Dude, loved it, man. Loved it. All right. So that was how we did yesterday. And you know what? Even though it's great and we love to see it, buddy, hey, rent's due every day, man. Back to 0 on the board. We got to go make some sales again. So let's do it. And we're going to get right here into the picks. Let's get it. Okay, so here's what we have so far. Now, understand, and let me pull myself up here, large screen for a second. We have no college baseball yet because, of course, right? I'll tell you this. What we want to do is we're going to look to pair money line college baseball plays with some basketball to bring some of these spreads down. And we'll talk Sweet 16 here in just a minute. Aaron, what's up, baby? Good to see you, brother. But yeah, of course, we don't have college baseball lines at all. So let's go ahead and jump into it, and let's talk about these picks. So we'll be live today at 3 p.m. Eastern for everything that I just said. We'll have all the picks. I think you need college baseball plus more basketball tonight. All right. Kentucky plus 4.5. We've been riding this one all week. Line hasn't moved. Again, we're playing a number here. The price is worth the admission for me. Yeah, dude. Okay, real quick. Sorry, not to interrupt one more time. Brian Clancy says Tyler O'Neill had a home run again. I know. How crazy was that one, man? We had that one listed on the sheet as well, dude. That one was absolutely nice. Miles, good morning, buddy. Good to see you. Okay, so Kentucky plus 4.5. Again, we're playing a number here. If it were flipped, you know, in Tennessee, we're plus 4.5. We'd be riding that one. Like we're strictly playing a number. For me, price is worth the admission here. It's an SEC conference game. These two teams, they know each other. These fan bases know each other. I mean, dude, you're talking about generations that have watched these two rivals play against each other. I think it's gonna be a tight game. I really do. So we're playing a number here more than anything. Our parlay that we had from yesterday, Florida money line, Houston money line, Duke money line. Obviously, Florida and Duke have hit. So we just need Houston money line, basically, against Purdue tonight. So there you go. Houston money line, plus 105 on the line. Sitting good there. See if Houston can get that win. Now, we're going to roll Purdue Houston over 131.5. And again, Man, it is absolutely brutal to get overs when you have Houston playing. But I think Purdue's going to come out and give them all they got. Now, again, I think Houston wins the game. Can Purdue win? Man, of course. Obviously, right? Sweet 16. But I do think that Houston is going to have to pick up the pace a little bit in regards to offense. Yeah, I like that over 131.5. Florida money line and Duke money line. All right. This is for the Elite Eight. All right. So let me pull this up and read this again. You see it here. Florida money line, Duke money line, minus 115. Okay. That is for Saturday. That's for tomorrow. We're going to go ahead and get in front of it. All right. Because I do think that Florida wins the game. I think that Duke wins the game. Right. So we're going to jump on those two right now before the prices get too high. And let's go ahead and get it, man. So, again, that is for the Elite Eight, and we'll talk about those games here in just a second. Aaron Bailey says Vols win by 3. There we go. Hey, you know what? Vols win. Kentucky covers. Best of both worlds, man. If anybody's a Vols fan out there. Matty boy, well done, man. Paying up on the showdown bet. Well done, buddy. Well done indeed. Well, man, Lord, it's time to eat. No slaw. Dude, that's become my favorite thing. Dude, you're funny, man. You're really funny. Let's see. We've got my man Curtis said Purdue Hughes playing in the half dome was terrible. Yeah, you know what? Like I thought about that. But I think this is just me personally, and I'd love everybody put your thoughts in the chat here, right? Like, where do you stand on over or under 131? And you ain't gonna hurt my feelings, right? I'm rolling with the over here. I think it's just going to have to be. But again, like you said, and like stats say, like, dude, Houston and unders usually roll. And look, Purdue, it's unders too. You know what I mean? So there we go. Justin says, I'm currently holding a Duke, Alabama over 161.5. It'll drop that line last night. Already, damn. It pays to plan ahead and catch the line before it moves. You're absolutely right. It does. You catch the books early. Dude, well friggin' done. Attaboy, Justin. Attaboy. Aaron Bailey. Fun stat, Tennessee versus Kentucky. When those two teams have played 3 times, no one has ever swept. Yep. Absolutely makes sense. My man Mickle in chat. We got Davey Randall and Mickle. Keep riding the Gators. Crab legs were delicious last night. My boy Mickle, big Gators fan. And that was a big, big win for sure. Melanie, the minister of culture in here. Melanie Sue, what's up? Good to see you. Curtis says, I'm rubbing the over this way. It just makes you feel good. Bro, I know, you know, and sometimes it feels like we have to go oppo, right, to get this thing going. To finish up the picks, apologies. Major League Baseball. All right, we're going to go Braves Padres today over 7. All right, you got it at minus 125. Your books might have 7.5. If you can get it down to 7 at a reasonable price, do that. But I don't hate 7.5, but 7 is just so much better. And then Orioles, Blue Jays over 8.5 at minus 115. I think the bats continue for Baltimore, and I think Toronto picks it up too. So we're going to roll those. And again, today, Kentucky plus 4.5. And then on Saturday, you see the Florida money line and Duke money line. That is for the Elite Eight. We're pairing those two together on the money line. So that is that for sure. Okay, so those are our picks. We'll get back to that here in just a minute. But do we want to hit basketball first, or do we want to hit some baseball first? Belly said, sad to see Arkansas lose that game. I know. Dude, they had I don't know how they lost. Like they had it ready to go, man. We have to run back to Iowa, Minnesota over the lines today. Double better, so pitcher would be thin. Mills, completely agree. I'll say this too. All right. So real quick on college baseball. First off, Mills is absolutely correct on that one. Don't sleep on Iowa. Melanie, tell him, let him know. Don't sleep on Iowa. And Minnesota, they can score runs. They can give up runs too. Both of them can. Yeah, completely agree. Here's my thought process on another game. Speaking of like comebacks, we were just talking about Arkansas. Did anybody watch Mississippi State LSU last night? Mississippi State was whooping up on LSU. We're talking college baseball. In Baton Rouge, the box. And then LSU just came on and pounded. And not only did they do that, they ran up arms too for Mississippi State. I don't know what the line is going to be. I don't know what the total is going to be, but LSU might score 20 runs tonight. I'm not kidding. Like we'll talk about it when they come out, but LSU might do work tonight. I almost didn't want to bring this up because if anybody in any of the books is watching, they might juice it up. If you get anything attractive, and I'm trying to pull it up on my phone to see if we get anything going, I'm just telling you, LSU might do serious work, serious freaking work, because they were dead to rights and headed towards a really bad weekend, and not anymore. So just we'll talk about it. Yeah, the lines are out, but yeah, keep an eye on that one. Then keep an eye on that one for sure. Double down. The books are smart. Gotta be proven. I know, right? Like, yeah, dude. LSU might do serious work. And remember, their game's gonna be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah. So just keep an eye on that one. We'll talk about it when it comes up. All right, let's keep it on baseball here. All right, home runs, and I need you guys' help. Let me know where are we going today. Okay. Anthony Santander, the Orioles, plus 370. Corey Seager, the Rangers on the road, plus 425. Big Marcell Ozuna with the Braves, Randall's boy, plus 450. Boy, they was walking him yesterday, weren't they? Brett Rooker of the A's, plus 450. And Kyle Tucker, Tuck of the Cubs, plus 500. Where are you guys going? Drop those in the chat. I'd love to see it. We'll see. My boy Scott said he's going Tuck, plus 500. There we go. Rodney's going Santander, like that, plus 370. Randall going Adolis Garcia of the Rangers as a write-in. Okay. There we go. Big Tony's going Tuck. Austin going, yeah, Britt Rooker. Okay, there we go. Boy Japan going Britt Rooker as well. I like it. You know what? I am going to go I want to go Santander, but I don't want to play the chalk. Give me Ozuna. I'm ready to see it. So okay, drop yours in the chat and we will put them up on the screen. But I'm going Marcell Ozuna against the Padres plus 450. Now, let me pull this here, switch it up. Let me tell you this. So I went through and did Major League Baseball weather. You know what? There's really nothing. Like, it wasn't, let me say this. It was so mid that it wasn't even worth putting a graphic together. Okay? Couple things to note. Now, I want to show you guys, for anybody who's brand new, all right, or may have just missed it. And Weasel said, no sweat, home run on DraftKings yet. Take care of those for sure on your books. Like, they'll absolutely help you out on that one. Bo Bichette going to put one Oppo Taco tonight. I like it. Matty Boy said he's going Corey Seager. Liddy's going Shohei Ohtani. Sorry. I know. I had it the Orioles. I know it's a Blue Jay. I know. I had it for the wrong one. I saw that and I was like, damn. I had the wrong graphic up there. Brian's going Tucker. There we go. But it's I think Morton starts off hot. The O's were to yeah, no, Charlie Moore. It's odd, right? Like, I don't know. I you know what? I put it more like on Toronto. Like, can they get the damn thing going? And yeah, Travis, good eye there. Good eye for sure. I bet other people looking at it like, what the hell is going on? Yeah, graphics. Hey, messed up, but it would be Friday without it. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, Tony. Okay, so no weather report. So I wanted to show everybody the easiest way to do Major League Baseball weather. Now, college baseball weather, you're gonna have to do that on your own, right? And you know, we've already put together the map of the stadium, so you're gonna have to. We use windy.com for that, and you're gonna have to do the work there. However, for anybody that likes Major League Baseball weather, okay, and you want to do this on your own without me, right? I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay. So give me 1 second here. and I will break this down. So let me put in the chat the link that you will need. Okay. This is excellent television. Everybody wants to see. Okay. swishanalytics.com/MLB/weather. Okay. That's the link that you want. Bookmark that link. I promise you. Because let me show you what you can do with this. Okay. So when you go to this site, and let me share it on the screen so that you can see. Okay. Share that. That up. Move that out. Okay. And let me expand this here. Okay. So here you go. All right. You go to this site and it's going to give you every Major League Baseball game. All right. And it's going to give you the weather, the wind, all right, the stadium, and it's going to do it for you. And look, Maddie, Swish Analytics batter versus pitcher matchup, great tool. Absolutely. You could do that too. So you could scroll through here and see. All right. All of these. And let's do it every single day. You can toggle by day. It's going to give you right up here at the top games with strong winds, possible weather delays, all of that. This site is the absolute best for Major League Baseball weather. Again, college baseball, you're going to have to do it on your own, but we've kind of built the tools there. So I wanted you to see that there's really not a whole lot, except take a look here. All right. Pirates, Marlins. Look at that wind blowing in. 15 miles an hour. Okay. So be careful in that game. Now, you're already being careful with those hitters in the first place, but that is your biggest one, and it's not big. So I'll stop sharing that before I lose complete full internet. But again, if you want Major League Baseball weather, okay, don't tell other people about that site, but save and bookmark that one, because I'm telling you, it will absolutely make your life easier, because you could just quickly pull up and it'll graphically show you everything that you want to see. Where are wind conditions great? Where are they not? You know what I mean? What you want to play overs, you want to play unders. Does it affect and help right-handed hitters, left-handed hitters? All of it, man. So hopefully that helps. And again, I mean, the whole point of it is that, you know what? We all want to become bettors together, right? So I hate when people like hide stuff that they have. It's like, dude, why wouldn't you show your audience? Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? So we'll always do that one for sure. I hope that helps in regards to that. So yeah, bookmark that site, swishanalytics.com. And as Maddie, I said, there's so much more than just weather. That's an excellent site to keep. It'll absolutely help you for sure. Just help us come fight two players. Got it better than us? Nobody. And look, that's exactly what it is. And if you guys have these sites that you use, drop them in. You know what I mean? You guys help me all the time too. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's an absolutely good site to use for sure. Okay, let's get into college basketball here. Now, for anybody who jumped in, let me throw the picks up here on the screen. All right. Kentucky plus 4.5, Florida money line, Houston money line. Basically, this is Houston money line now at plus 105. We're going to play Purdue, Houston over 131.5. Florida money line, Duke money line. This is for the Elite Eight. This is for Saturday. Okay. Minus 115, putting those two together before the lines get out of hand. Braves, Padres today over 7. And then the Orioles, Blue Jays today over 8.5. So I want to make sure we get the picks up there so that everybody can see that. Dude, Brian, bettors. I know, right? Like, it's fun to say. Easy to screw up spelling, which you didn't. Well done. Yeah, it's a good one. Okay. So let's jump into college basketball here. All right, so here's what we have today. All right, so these times are central. All right, so I know that usually, Eastern is our default here. So tonight, 7:09 Eastern, first game, Michigan State minus 3.5, total of 144.5. Okay, let me read through these and we'll go through kind of what we're looking at here. All right, so Kentucky, Tennessee, 4.5 point favorite. That spread had budged. Total 144.5. Michigan and Auburn at 9:39 p.m. Eastern. Auburn an 8.5 point favorite. total of 153.5. And then finally tonight, last game, 10:09 p.m. Eastern, Purdue at Houston. Houston, an 8.5-point favorite, a total of 131.5. Okay. So, like we said, on Kentucky plus 4.5, on Purdue and Houston over 131.5. Now, let me pull this here a little smaller so we see. Okay, again, so the game that we played yesterday, all right, who would we take as an underdog that could win outright? Right. And what we're doing here is, you see the money line prices there, right? Where can we make some money on just a one shot, one game underdog wins outright? Do we think Ole Miss could beat Michigan State? I do. Plus 145. Kentucky, could they beat Tennessee? Absolutely, they could. Plus 170, right? Michigan and Auburn. I'll tell you the key to this one. If Michigan slows Auburn down in the first half, watch the hell out. Watch out. Because as this game goes, all the pressure's on Auburn. Like Ole Miss and Michigan State, not feeling any pressure. Kentucky and Tennessee, I don't think that they're feeling. And when I say, I mean, it's the Sweet 16. Like we're not saying that these teams aren't feeling it, but like we're talking about pressure. You know what I mean? Like Florida against UConn, pressure. When there's 4 minutes left and you're down and you're a 1 seed, right? Kentucky and Tennessee, Kentucky's beat Tennessee twice already this season. Now, I'm not saying Tennessee's not coming in ready to go, but it wouldn't shock the world. You know what I mean? Like if Kentucky wins this game outright. So, all right. But Auburn is going to have a little bit of pressure. And if Michigan slows them down the first half, watch the hell out. But watch out for Auburn too, man. Like Bruce Pearl can go off at any moment, right? But yeah, like Justin said it right there. Get the boys in foul trouble, go blue. Yeah, like if Michigan, if the intangibles break the right way in the first half for Michigan, okay, and then like that, like exactly that, right? Auburn gets a little bit foul trouble, which they've been known to do. Auburn's a first half team, but Auburn's also a team that can leak oil. All right. And Michigan is playing its best basketball year long. If Michigan can hold off the Auburn first half onslaught, watch out. Watch out for sure. You know what I mean? So that one. And then Purdue, okay. Purdue and Houston. Can Purdue beat Houston? I mean, the thing with Houston is that their games are obviously they're low scoring, which doesn't leave you a large margin of error. Like Alabama is the complete opposite. And which, by the way, my God, they went off last night. But when you play like Alabama, you can have screw ups and you drill enough threes that, you can get yourself back in the game. Houston, it's almost like they know they don't have to have a ton of offense, but can they turn it on if they need it? I think they can, but it does leave you with a little bit less room for error. But that being said, I think if there were any underdog, like if I were ranking these in underdogs that could win outright, like I think Purdue would be last. Right. Like I just, yeah. I mean, Justin, you said it. Houston hasn't tapped an offensive bag. Exactly. Like that's the thing is it's like Houston. Oh, it's like they know they're like, we don't even need it. Like, because they could shoot and Houston could shoot threes, but it's just like they know they're like, dude, 68's fine with us. You ain't getting to 60. You know what I mean? Like, and it's proven, right? Tim, is it crazy to take alternates pregame and hope for a lead early and look for arbitration? No, that's brilliant. That's a smart play. 100%. So is it crazy to take alternates pregame and hope for a lead early and look, for an arbitration play? It's brilliant. It's smart. And for anybody kind of new, what he's talking about is say, you take, an alternate in, let's say Yeah, like, okay, you take an alternate in like Purdue and Houston. You know what I mean? And Purdue comes out and gets an 8-0 lead. Then you could get Houston like -2, -1, even. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, definitely. Tim, that's a brilliant play. Melody, smash that like button, please. Yes, indeed. Hit that one. That definitely helps. Houston, -12.5. There you go, right? So it's smart. Now, obviously, you got to do it early, but 100%, man. It's a smart play. Justin, first half parlays have been money. Take the alternate spread and alternate total. You can get almost plus money every time. There you go. See? Yeah, definitely how you do it, man. Big Tree Sap Liquid Light Show. That is in the running for one of the best names that we have here. How's it, Mookie? There we go. Okay. Curtis, and Kaufman Rand is going to struggle against athleticism of the Houston Cougars. Yeah, like that's the thing. Yeah, it's a really bad matchup for Purdue too. On the ball, is great. Like, it is like, and like they just make you, they just make you earn everything, just flipping everything. So yeah, like I think Ole Miss could do it. Kentucky could do it. Michigan could do it. Purdue could do it. We're not saying they can't, but I'm not banking on it. Now, when you're looking here, all right, and then we'll move over to Saturday's Elite Eight games. But if you were playing a total, if I made you play a total, over or under, you can pick either one, and you had a free $100 bet, but it has to be on a total. Either way, which one are you going? Ole Miss, Michigan State, over under 144.5. Kentucky, Tennessee, over under 144.5. Michigan, Auburn, over under 153.5. Purdue, Houston, over under 131.5. Full game. Curtis, full game, right? So if I made you play one of them, right, like that $100 bonus is gone if you don't play it. Which one you take? Melanie says Auburn under 153.5. You know what? I can see that. I can see that. Tony, Houston, Purdue, taking over. Okay, so Ole Miss, Michigan State. I feel like Tom Izzo knows that getting in a shootout with Ole Miss isn't the best play for them. I could see Tom Izzo trying to grind this thing to a friggin' halt. Like, you ain't had an oil change in your car in 2 years. You know what I mean? Just viscosity everywhere. The under intrigues me there. Kentucky, Tennessee, I want to play the under. I want to play the under badly because these teams know each other, because it's a conference game. Rick Barnes is pretty lethal when he has 3, 4, 5 days to prepare, especially a team that he knows. Mark Pope, shoot, that dude's coaching his ass off. But the problem, I think this is a great number because the problem is Kentucky can go off and Tennessee can go off. And they don't even have to be Alabama, quote unquote, like firing, points and buckets. But it doesn't take a lot. Like 144.5, 73-72 loses the under. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't take a lot to get there. But I say that, and the game is 55-52 with 3 minutes left. You know what I mean? Like I think of all of them, this one scares me the most because I could see both sides, both over and under going. It scares me. Michigan, Auburn, 153.5, big number, but both the teams can score. Auburn can definitely score, but I don't mind that under. And then Purdue and Houston, obviously, I'm on the over of 131 and a half. Seeley says, I think the football stadium will play a factor. Yeah, definitely. And you know what? Seeley is referencing here is that, when you play basketball, right? And let me pull this up. Like when you, sorry, I hit the wrong button. When you play and you're used to regular basketball arena, okay? When you're looking at, right, you're shooting and you've got rim, backboard, and behind it, you've got some crowd, but it's tightened in. All right. So you get used to seeing your visual of what you're shooting at, and then, a constant behind it, right? So your eyes can lock in, when you're shooting. When you're in one of these huge arenas, man, like it's the difference of, okay, if you're standing in your bathroom, okay, and you've got a empty Gatorade bottle, right? Depth of field. Melody, thank you. I'm an idiot. You're smart. Yes. Depth of field. You're standing in your bathroom, and I tell you to take this, stand there, toss this empty Gatorade bottle in the bathtub. Okay. Well, your bathtub's got a backing. You know what I mean? So your eyes are like, okay, I can, my depth perception here is good. Now, imagine you put the bathtub in the middle of a huge bathroom and the walls there, right? A little tougher. So when you have free throws, it's one thing. When you're shooting threes, it's even more. So that's one thing to pay attention to. So that's what Seeley is talking about. And it's a real thing. Plus, it's louder. You know what I mean? And not that these, teams are going to be, worried about that. But yeah, that's what Seeley's referencing. And it's absolutely a thing. It's absolutely a thing. So Aaron Bailey says, I just don't see Kentucky hitting over 50% threes again. I mean, I don't need, and couple that with Tennessee shooting poorly. I don't see it. But it could happen. That's the scary part. Like Tennessee, Kentucky, that total's the one that scares me the most. Absolutely scares me the most. Now, keep dropping in the chat who you've got. Justin, even just the larger arena lights. Look at how BYU struggled yesterday. Everything was way short. 100%. I think BYU shot 8% from three in the first half. I think I got that number right. 8. It's different. It's absolutely different, man. That's a great point, Justin. You're absolutely correct, man. Melanie, if you just joined, smash the like button, please. Yes, absolutely, Melanie. Good call. Thank you. Now, let's take a look at the Elite Eight. So this is Saturday. Okay, times are central. So first game that we have, 6:09 p.m. Eastern. Got Texas Tech, Florida. Texas Tech plus 6.5. I got a total of 156.5. And you see the money lines there. And then a second game on Saturday in the Elite Eight, Alabama and Duke. Duke is 6.5. Look at that number. The book telling on themselves a little bit, aren't they? At 6.5. You see that? It's not coincidence. That is absolutely that's the Mendoza line. You know what I mean? So pay attention to that one. Duke 6.5-point favorite. Total of 174.5. Oh, man. Liddy. Oh, a $49.99 super chat. Dude, Liddy, thank you so incredibly much. Gators were good to me. Dude, thank you, brother. Shoot. Thank you. Well freaking done. Oh, the karma. Good karma coming to you, Liddy. Well done. Thank you. All right, so first look at the Elite Eight. Where do you go? So let me pull the picks up here. Well, I won't pull the picks. I mean, we just went with them. But one of them is Florida money line and Duke money line. Not even messing with spreads, minus 115 when you put those two together, right? So let's where do you go? Do you go to a spread? Do you go to a money line parlay? Are you knocking in is Florida? Can Texas Tech beat Florida? And here's another thing to pay attention to too. Florida first half might be a play. Texas Tech had a lot of energy and emotion, a lot of stuff going on a quick turnaround. Florida did too on that UConn game, but it was a travel game. You went home, right? You had time, decompress, come back. Texas Tech, you think that momentum plays positively or negatively, right? And I ask you. Let's see. Curtis said, I'm holding a Texas Tech Final Four ticket, but if Chance Millen coming back, I don't feel great. Yeah, good point. Good point. James says, I think I'm more comfortable with Florida than Duke just because their opponent. I feel like Texas Tech is the worst team left. I could see that. Yeah, I could see it. I'll just have to be. It has to do with Auburn. It was what we were talking about with Michigan. It's absolutely what Michigan has to stop. It's absolutely what Michigan has to stop. Aaron Bailey, I'm trying to decide what to do tonight. I have a $3,200 ticket on Tennessee winning it all. Should I take 25% of that and take the Wildcats plus 4.5? Okay, all right. So let pause. Anyone in the chat? This is why I love the chat. This is why I love the Discord. There are many more intelligent people in regards to doing numbers like this than me. Anyone watching right now, chat, comments after the show's been live, what are your thoughts here? Because I can very easily screw you up on percentages and what to do. So I don't want to mess you up. There are people here that are very much more suited to do that. So if anybody has an answer for Aaron, please, I would love to see your thoughts on it. Yeah. Forgot I'm too much on that day, Liddy. Doesn't do care to say if you get the season out? Yes, you're absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. But yeah, if anybody is smart with the arbitration with the number, all that, like the hedging, please drop that in because yeah, I can mess you up for sure. Yeah, okay. Tony says Duke -7 at Hard Rock. You know what? I mean, I think these numbers are going to move. I think both of them are. I think Duke's going to go up. I think Florida's definitely going to go up. Good eye. And what Justin is talking about, like if you know where you want to go, all right, and you want to find your value, like the public is going to bet Florida and Duke. That's what they're going to do. Now you'll get some money on Alabama. But I don't know if the public's going to be betting on Texas Tech. I think that Florida line moves pretty quick. I think it moves pretty quick. The price today ain't the price tomorrow. You damn right it ain't. Yeah, smart on that one. So, yeah, if anybody has any thoughts for Aaron, please drop those in. So this is the Elite Eight. We'll talk more about it tomorrow on Saturday once we have the full list. So there we go. All right, I'll get back to the picks here so that we can pull these up for anybody who joined in. Kentucky plus 4.5, Florida money line, Houston money line, Duke money line. Florida and Duke have already won, obviously. So essentially Houston money line plus 105. All right, Purdue Houston tonight, I should say. Final one over 131.5. And then what we just talked about. All right, Saturday the Elite Eight, Florida money line, Duke money line minus 115. And then in Major League Baseball today, Braves, Padres over 7 at minus 125, and Orioles, Blue Jays over 8.5 at minus 115. Now, okay, let me say this. Spell like Alabama just made another 3. Dude, Alabama's an NBA team. Like, they play like an NBA team. I don't know if I mean, I looked earlier at the college baseball lines. I hate that they don't drop them in. We'll be live today at 3 p.m. Eastern, so we'll have all that for sure. But I want they're still not up. All right, I want everybody to kind of like have a feeling of where we're going to be looking. Okay. LSU. And again, I mean, we have to have prices with these, like, clearly, right? But what I'm looking for tonight, I like LSU in almost all ways, right? It depends on what the total is going to be. Depends on what the run line is going to be. But I'm very much Jonesy. We got a hamburger at 1:30. Now we're talking. See, now the weekend can start correctly. Jonesy, great call. Great call. Yeah, I mean, I wish we had totals, but dude, I like LSU. I'm going to be looking for Virginia Tech and Wake Forest, what their total is going to be. Clemson, Georgia Tech, there could be a ton of runs in that game. Auburn, Georgia, there could be 6,000 runs in that game. Alabama baseball. So Alabama is hosting Oklahoma. Alabama, 12th ranked team in the country. Oklahoma, the 9th ranked team in the country. Don't get me wrong. Oklahoma's great. Alabama's slept on in college baseball. We'll have to see the lines. We'll have to see what the total is, but keep an eye on that one. We could get a really nice price on Alabama. Again, all over it for LSU. This is a big game for Florida against Ole Miss. Things could be in serious trouble for Florida if it doesn't go right. Arkansas and Vanderbilt tonight in Nashville. Arkansas, the second-ranked team in the country. Vanderbilt, 14th ranked team in the country. You're going to get an unbelievably low total on this game. And I'm not saying go ahead, like, smash the under. Because if the total is low enough, like, there's going to be runs. Arkansas is hitting everything out of the planet right now. And the books are going to give you a low total. So we'll talk about that again, 3 p.m. Eastern. But keep an eye there. Yeah, and there's more games. If you get George Mason versus George Washington, and I know that no one at any sports book is going to have a clue on those two teams. There, and no hyperbole, there could be 400 runs in that game. There could be so many runs. I doubt we get it, but if you do, Mario CAB, Mario C, what up, bro? What up? What up? Okay, all right. We will get out of here. I don't want to keep everybody. I know you got work. It's Friday. Get your stuff done so you can get out of there and get down. But Saturday, Auburn basketball has hit the first half over in 6 of their last 8 games. This is absolutely the key. The first half is going to dictate the second half. If Michigan can, withhold like the onslaught coming, Auburn can leak oil and they'll feel all the pressure in the second half, right? If Michigan do the things correctly, get Auburn a little bit of foul trouble, right? Keep it low scoring, keep it tight. Every minute in the second half is more pressure on Auburn. But if Auburn runs out in the first half and just goes wild, look out the other way. Because when Auburn does that, their momentum is real and it carries over, right? The first half is absolutely direly important for Auburn because it sets the tone. So, yeah, Auburn basketball the first half over in 6 of the last 8 games. We'll be paying attention to that one tonight. Okay. All right. We'll jump out of here. Matty boy, show you. We appreciate brothers. Y'all Discord. I appreciate you guys. All of you. For real. Saturday, take it straight to pay with Justin. Let's go. Let's say who's going to be the top dog? George. Yeah. Let's get it. All right. Hey, B. Hey. We're good to see you, buddy. Good to see you indeed. All right, everybody. We'll be live 3 p.m. Eastern today. We'll have all college baseball, more Major League Baseball, all of that. We'll get all set up. But, man, y'all the best. Absolute best in the game. So good to see your lovely mugs. All right, everybody, best luck. Cash these tickets. We'll see you today, 3 p.m. Eastern. Peace. Who's got it better than us?